all-in-one Russian training course. Doing Russian versus learning Russian.
Your chance to master Russian.
Russian language learners know that Russian is one of the most difficult languages in the world. And the main reason why it is so difficult are ever-changing endings and the wrong approach to mastering the language. Hello, I am teacher Vlad, and in this video I will show why Russian language is so difficult and what can be done to make mastering Russian much easier and faster. This picture shows that Russian has the category 4 out of 5 and requires 44 weeks and 1,100 hours to become a proficient Russian speaker. To achieve this level within 44 weeks, you should learn Russian 3.5 hours a day. In reality, most Russian learners cannot spend so much time a day for learning Russian. That is why they need from 3 to 5 years to master Russian on a high level and to become proficient in Russian. Many Russian learners learn easy or funny Russian. They will never go up to the level of Russian proficiency. To understand why easy or funny Russian will not help you to become a proficient Russian speaker, let's have a look how nouns change endings in different cases. Это стол. This is a table. Это ваза. This is a vase. Nominative case. There isn't any problem to use nouns, pronouns, adjectives, and demonstrative pronouns in nominative case. You don't need a special training for that. However, it is a very big problem for Russian learners to use correct endings that change when you use different personal pronouns, prepositions, and tenses. You need a special training to do that. The vase is on this table. Ваза на этом столе. There isn't a vase on this table. На этом столе нет вазы. The vase is under this table. Ваза под этим столом. I put the vase on this table. Я ставлю вазу на этот стол. I take the vase off this table. Я убираю вазу с этого стола. Not only nouns change endings in different cases, personal pronouns also change endings. Verbs change endings with different personal pronouns. Verbs change endings in different tenses. Adjectives change endings. Prefixes change every time you use different phrasal verbs. To master using all those ever-changing endings and prefixes correctly, you should have special training and a very serious one. Otherwise, you will not be able to speak Russian fluently and correctly. Most Russian learners learn Russian in YouTube or in TikTok, where they listen to broad grammar explanations and see the following pictures and diagrams. They have been doing that for many years, but still can speak Russian fluently and correctly. Why? As I explained earlier, you can't get any physical skill by learning. That is why all your attempts to memorize all those words, text, and diagrams will fail. It is because our brain cannot perceive words or sentences if they aren't connected to visual images. Trying to master a language by memorizing words, sentences, and grammar rules, shown as a plain text, is a raping and torturing your brain and your body. Don't do that. Better Come to my Russian speaking gym and practice speaking with beautiful and very effective speaking training tools. These tools are unique because I am the only teacher who makes them. At first, you will watch a very brief and precise overview video that will explain how to understand one or another topic of Russian grammar. Instead of showing only text, I show everything in beautiful and easy understandable pictures. I am not going to rape your brain with grammar rules. I am going to explain you everything in very easy terms so that you could understand Russian grammar easily. It makes learning Russian much easier and faster than with traditional learning methods. Then I give you a lot of examples so that you can see, listen to, and understand how all those prefixes, suffixes, and endings look like in a sentence. All those examples go with English translation so that you can understand everything easily. However, the main and the most important part of mastering Russian is doing Russian. Since it is just impossible to learn all those ever-changing prefixes, suffixes, and endings by learning, you should learn them by doing. And it is the only way to become a proficient and confident Russian speaker. The same as at any gym, you will find specially designed speaking training tools to practice speaking. You should take them and repeat doing speaking exercises until you are able to make and pronounce all the sentences easily, quickly, and correctly. At that, you shouldn't learn anything. While doing speaking exercises, your brain and your body will learn words and sentences automatically. At first, you will look, listen, and repeat. Then you will see a picture and you will have to make and pronounce sentences in pauses. Then you will hear voiceover, listen, repeat, and check if your sentences are correct. You should repeat doing speaking exercises as many times as it is necessary to get automatic speaking skills. Sportsmen, musicians, and all the people who want to master one or another physical skill do the same. They repeat doing exercises until perfection.
Разговорный тренажер. Смотрите, слушайте и повторяйте вслед за диктором. Смотрите, слушайте, говорите.
Это кто что? Книга.
Это оранжевая книга интересная. У кого чего? Меня есть эта синяя интересная книга. У кого чего? Меня нет кого чего? Этой синей интересной книги. Он дает яблоко кому чему? Ей, той большой высокой тете. Она смотрит на кого что? Него, того низкого маленького мужчину. Дом строится кем чем? Ими, этими молодыми, умелыми строителями. Мы летим на ком-чем? Нем. Это маленьком двухместном самолете.
There are two speaking simulators versions. Video version that you can watch in your smartphone, and PowerPoint show version that you can use on your laptop or desktop computer. You can download it to your computer and enjoy interactive functions. You can click any picture, see sentences, and hear voiceover. You can click picture slower or faster, and in such a way you can control both the learning process and its pace. You will also do quizzes. A very important part of mastering Russian on a high level is doing writing exercises. They will help you to review the lesson learning material, check what you learned and didn't learn, and also to improve your reading and writing skills. If you feel that it is difficult for you to do writing exercises, go back to the lesson and repeat doing all the speaking exercises again. Do it again and again until you are able to do all the speaking and writing exercises easily, quickly, and correctly. Remember, it is the only way to master Russian on a high level and to become a proficient and confident Russian speaker. After completing writing exercises, you can check if you did them correctly in the keys and answers section of the lesson. Under each lesson video, you will find two icons. Click on them and you will be redirected to the cloud storage, where you will be able to download both PowerPoint and PDF files. So, this is a takeaway. 1. You can't master any physical skill only by learning. 2. To master any physical skill, you should practice doing that skill or learn by doing. 3. I am the only teacher who makes specially designed speaking training tools for mastering Russian by doing. 4. Come to my Russian speaking gym today, take easy and very effective speaking training tools, and start doing Russian right now. 5. Watch the next video to know about the course structure. Bye for now. See you in my lessons.